Welcome back to Barbecue with Greg. Let's put that meat on the grill. Let's get started. Hello barbecue friends. Today we're going to be making some pork belly burnt ends, but we're going to be doing it here on Louisiana Grills Pellet Grill. We're going to be using this Pitmasters Choice Pellets, the premium blend. Now it's my first time doing this on the pellet grill, so we'll just do this step by step together. I'll show you as I go along what I'm going to do. So I was involved with the 519 Masters of Barbecue Amateur Rib Cookoff. I'd like to give a big shout out to all the organizers. It was just a great event. I wasn't one of the top 3, but we had lots of fun. I'd like to give a big shout out to Mike, my buddy who came out to help me for the day. But we did have fun. So we're gonna load up these pellets into the grill. I'm gonna set it to 250. We'll get that to warm up. So while the pellet grill's warming up, got our pork belly here from Costco, but you can see they're made in some strips. So what I'm gonna do, is cut them into cubes. So the same size they are wide, we'll just cut them lengthwise. So something about this size here. You can see those nice layers of fat. What we're gonna do is render those right down. So I do want to give a shout out to all my American friends out there. Happy 4th of July. And if you're making this on your barbecue, what a great bite to enjoy on the 4th of July. So we got our bowl of cubes here. I like to use TBQ's all-purpose seasoning, but you could use any dry rub you like or just make your own. So what I do, I mix it in like this and just kind of stir them around. Just coat everything very generously. Okay, you can see all these are seasoned. We're just gonna set these aside until our grill's up to temperature. Okay, our grill is now up to temperature. Let's put these on. We'll give them some nice spacing in between. Let the air flow around all the pieces. And if we do get a little bit of crust, that'll happen on every piece. Okay, we'll close the lid on this. Check back in an hour or so. We'll see how the cook's coming, how tender they're getting, what the temperature is, how things are rendering down, and we'll decide from there what to do next. Okay, it's been 1 hour cooking time here. We've been steady at 250 degrees on the pellet grill here. Let's open it up, check it out. So you can see that these are coming along nicely. What we're looking for is that fat starting to render down. I'm just going to probe this with my meter, see where we're at. Oh boy, that's pretty good temperature. 165, 167. Okay. That one's a little under. Okay, let's close the lid here. So at 165, that fat starts to render down out of the meat. So what I want, ideally, is to get around 170, 175 to make sure all those pieces are rendering. Once it does reach 165, you want to really let that temperature do the job to continue to render the fat. So we'll let this go for maybe another half hour or so. We'll see how they're coming along. I like to have a little bit of a crust on the outside as well. So right now it's just dry but not really crusty. So we'll check back in a half hour. It's been another half hour. Let's open it up and check it out. Okay, you can see these are rendering nice. See, there's a little bit of crust here starting, which I like. Okay, now we'll do a temperature test here. There we go. It is probing pretty soft. Okay. Next step here. We're gonna get an aluminum tray here. Set these in there. Look at that. Next, we'll take some butter. Take some honey. And just kind of spread it all around here. Now we'll close the lid for about 10 minutes. We'll let that butter render down and the honey kind of liquefy a little bit. And we'll stir this up. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes here. You can see our butter's melted. We got a pool at the bottom of that honey that dripped down. What I want to do now is dump that back into my mixing bowl. Just helps to mix things along nicely, get things nicely coated. Now I got this barbecue sauce that's made locally from Kingsville, Ontario. Dean's barbecue sauce. Now it's got a bit of a garlicky mustard kind of flavor, and I thought it would pair well with the sweetness of the honey. So we'll mix this in. Nice generous amount. Stir that around. There we go. Dump it back in the tray. Now I'm going to cover this tray with foil. There, we'll close this up. There, now we got the barbecue sauce in there. We mixed everything around, put it in a tray, covered it in foil. So everything's wrapped up. All those flavors are going to incorporate in the meat. We'll let it go another half hour. Then we'll come back and we'll have a look. Well, it's been another half hour. It's time to take this off the grill. We'll take these in house. I'll let them rest a little bit and we'll come back for the taste test. Okay, these are looking fantastic here. So we're gonna have a taste this, but before I do, I should give a shout out to Greg Medel from Medel's Quality Meats. He helped spearhead this whole event, barbecue event, and he also has a channel here on YouTube called Butcher's Meats Chef. He gets professional cooks and chefs on there, and they do a cook together, and it's a great watch. So I'll put the link in the description for him. Let's get back to this. You can see they're nice and squishy. Let's give it a try. You taste the savoriness from that barbecue rub. The fat just renders right down in your mouth. The sweetness from the honey. That barbecue sauce gives you that extra kick of garlic. It does give you a bit of a mustard note. Wow, that's a nice bite. You can go better with a bite like that than a beer from GL Heritage Brewing Company. They hosted the event, so cheers to them. So this is a good cook. It probably took about 2.5 hours or so, but believe me, it's a nice little bite. Easy to do on the pellet grill here. If you enjoyed this cook, I'd appreciate you smash that like button. If you want to see more Barbecue with Greg, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on our next cook. Thanks for watching Barbecue with Greg, one of those barbecue cooking shows people watch on YouTube sometimes.